Whereas Visakhapatnam, Vizag, it's already a #1 city in Andhra Pradesh. It has all the infrastructure already in existence. The roads, the drains, the power, the water, everything. Out of this 1 lakh crores, even 10% of this amount, if I were to put into Visakhapatnam, Vizag, at least, if not now, if not 5 years, at least in 10 years' time, we would be competing with Hyderabad. We would be competing with Bangalore. We would be competing with Chennai, where children of my state need not go looking for a job to Hyderabad or Bangalore or Chennai, but would have one destination, that is in our own state, our own capital, our own Vizag. And we said Amaravati would continue to have a legislative assembly. It would continue to be a legislative capital, where the assembly would be held 60 days or 70 days or whatever. The entire legislators would come here, sit down here, spend the 60-70 days here. Then the third seat of governance, that is the judicial. There we made sure that judicial also goes to Rayalaseema, Kurnool. Today, English has not become a luxury. Today, English has become a necessity. Any of our children wanting a decent job, wanting a decent salary, has got to compete with the world. This is the situation today. Just imagine what the situation would be 20 years down the line. Today, if we take up steps, today, if we take measures, you're enrolling a student in the first class. By the time he graduates, probably 20 years down the line, 20 years later, just imagine how this country would be, how this world would be. If I were to be a father, keeping aside the factor that I'm a chief minister, where would I send my children for schooling? Would I send my children to Telugu medium schools to be educated in Telugu medium alone? Would I send them? Would you send them? I ask all the luminaries sitting down here, all the esteemed personalities sitting down here. None of us would. When we don't ourselves do it, then how do we expect the downtrodden to do it? Is it fair? We wanted to revolutionize the sector. We strongly believe that the only way we can elevate the living standards of the downtrodden is by giving them proper education, good education, that would enable them to stand on their feet, that would enable them to be competitive. We're changing this education, we're changing this model. We're just not making English medium part of this education system, but we're changing the whole education system itself. So we are practically offering the downtrodden children English medium education at practically zero cost. This is the aspiration of the people. Now what we are doing to bring about this change is just not English medium alone. What we are doing is 1 to 6, 6th class. This year we are starting in English medium. So far Telugu was never made compulsory subject, but we are insisting that Telugu be made compulsory subject even in private schools as well as government schools.